Hey, welcome to Real Life. My name is Benita Blocker, and uh, I am 2 days away from my 2-year, 6 months lock anniversary, and I, of course, I have sister locks. That's what I paid for, but some of them are a little bit bigger than what traditional sister locks are, but it's all good. So I am wanting to do a updo and use this particular headband. Hopefully you can see it. And I did an article on my blog, phenomenalhair.blogspot.com, already, but I wanted to follow up with the actual video. So I did wet set my hair already, and I wet set using the Honey, which is Design Essentials, and it's a very clear product. Hopefully you can tell. So there's a little hair in here. That's not good. This is my own little personal. There wasn't much left in there, so I made this my own personal jar. So the honey, and it's clear. It is a curl forming custard with honey and calamine. It's pretty hydrating. I did use the color proof volume shampoo just to get everything cleaned out of my hair, and I probably washed it or shampooed it 2 or 3 weeks ago, but I'm headed to California and want a fresh wet set. So what I did, I already took out part of the back. So what you see now is my these are not Bantu knots. They are actually one of the things I talk about in my half shoestring video. Half shoestring knot. I decided not to go with that, but I did do in the back, in that particular video, I did a 3-strand twist with a tuck. And that's what this, I did that all over my head before, and I decided I would do it again because I liked the way the outcome was. So I'm going to take these out, and I just probably have about 7 so that you can actually see the curl pattern. So with a updo, you want to start with some sort of texture, and so I wet set using that honey product by Design Essentials. I 3-strand twisted it, and I am taking it a loose. Again, my lots are 2 years and approaching 6 months, 2 years, 6 months in about 2 days. And I loosely plaited these and tucked them. And again, I think I showed how to do it on the half shoelace knot video that you can find on my YouTube channel, Real Life. So look for that. I do have some other little political stuff on that channel. I'm using it as a universal channel for everything. You know how that goes. Because I don't want to have to remember. I don't want more than one channel. I try to keep my life as simple as possible. This side of my locks is actually the side that has the bigger locks on it. Again, I tried not to plait too tightly, and I think it's working pretty good. I did not re-tighten, and as if you all have been following my blog or my videos, I think I've mentioned I don't do a tightening in one setting every day. I may tighten a few here and there. I just like I run my hands through my hair. if I did feel a few that felt like the new growth was a little bit, my finger almost got caught in the new growth. So there are a few in there that need to be tightened, but I'm not going to tighten them. I actually did a video showing my tightening, actually. So if you want to check out that video, you can check out that video. As I'm running my fingers through my hair, I have to laugh because a lot of people worry about locks because they worry about their husband or spouse not being able to put their hands through the hair. And maybe if the locks were a lot bigger, that may be a challenge, but as you can tell, running your fingers through smaller lots, be they micro lots or sister lots or what have you, it's not that difficult. And my texture, of course, is a little different than some of the people that have finer textures. So it is what it is. So my texture, it doesn't have as much movement because it is more resistant hair, but it actually gives a good bit of volume and it stacks. Hopefully I am staying in front of the camera so that you all can see what I'm doing. This is the side of my hair that has the smaller locks that are more sister lock size. So as I'm taking this one loose, it actually should be a little bit more voluminous. I actually was able to get a tighter knot. I don't know if you noticed that or not, but I was able to braid it all the way down, probably because I was dealing with smaller pieces. And so this is going to be a little bit tighter than the other one, I can already tell. I didn't put any oil on my hand because my locks are pretty hydrated from being shampooed, and then that product, the curl forming custard, was pretty hydrating. So if your locks feel a little dry, you may want to use some jojoba oil or something in your hands. So before I take this last one out, because I think I have all the rest of them out for the most part. Yeah, I think I do. I want to try to make sure you see what I did. So I'm going to actually push, or basically I did a tuck. You can tell I braided the hair up, and you see that, you probably see that hole, right? Do you see a hole in there? Yeah, that's where I tucked the ends at. So I wanted to give you a closer look at what I was doing. And again, these are smaller lots than this side, so it's more dramatic. But I did, so basically I braided it up, and then I bent it, and I kind of bent this in a little bit, and then I poked my finger through, and then I tucked, so you probably can see my thumb. I tucked in, and that's how I got the I call it I guess a 3-strand twist with a tuck. So it's it's something I created, but it's basically a plait that's stuck into itself. If you have enough length, obviously it works. My hair is 2 years, about 6 months old, and it works for me. And I get, as you can see, some pretty good texture from it. And it's not that complicated. I was actually watching Empire, the TV series on Fox. I was watching that while I was doing these. I actually had one that it skipped over. Actually, that's probably it. You probably will find a straight one, because one crossed over. It should have been bundled with one here and it got bundled with another one, but it's all good. So it's enough texture in here actually that I can make it all work. I am finger teasing, so finger combing, finger teasing is nice curly do, trying to get the volume in there. I want to get a little bit more style. So before I do the updo, I want to get just a little bit more styling going, just for my own sense of worth. Yeah. So that doesn't look bad. I think that looks good. So you see my curls. Yes. Okay. I may have to tweak styling a little bit more. I'm not sure. I'm trying. Hopefully I'm not boring you with the styling part. But at least it gives you a chance to see how with my texture I can manipulate my curls. I am still a little bit thinner through my, I'm over 40. So I'm still, and I've had a little bit of damage from relaxers over the years. So I'm a little bit thinner in my top and crown there. But I think this works. So I did mention I was going to do an updo, and you might be wondering, why am I pulling it out so much to do an updo? And it helps to get the volume going. So very quickly, I'm going to try to do a very quick updo. So I'm finger raking. I'm using a bunch of little terms. Finger raking with my hand to get a little updo going. That looks nice and full. My face, to me, is really, really full. So I want to make sure that I want to keep my angles all the way up and full on top versus having like a top bun. I want it to have more fullness. So, and I have a huge forehead, so I want to hide that a little bit. So I'm going to keep a little bit of a bang area. Let me separate. I think that looks good. So you can tell my hair is already kind of standing up on its own just with the wet set and me manipulating it. And I'm going to do a slight, I'm going to try to use my finger and just run a line and lift up. So this is a messy updo. I'm not going to try to get all formal on you with the back, but I'm taking the, hopefully you can see it, it is a headband, and I am pulling it around, and I have to stick the piece together. Hopefully you just saw me do that. And this is not, it's not tight on the head. It's very much a not blunt. It's not poking me. It's really very gentle. It came loose that time. But I'm just going, I'm using the black one because I want it to kind of blend in with my head. And I did do some exercises this week with my updo before I did this shampoo, and my roots got a little bit wet, so I lost some of my volume, so it was good to actually just go ahead and shampoo. But I don't know if that's, you know, the amount of volume I have. I think it looks good, right? I don't have to stick it at the roots. I could use it to lift, and hopefully you can see the inside. It feels nice and full. But that's the updo. So I did an updo, and I think I'm set. It's been warm for the weather a little bit lately, but of course it's hot, a little hot and cold at night, and so my sinus may be acting up again. But anyway, that's it. Hopefully you learned something with the updo and the wet set and the products, and thank you for watching. My hair blog is phenomenalhair.blogspot.com, and thanks again. Have a great one. Bye-bye.